forge is retaken.
It's done.
You change nothing.
Look! That's downright bothersome. We might have neutralized the Iron Dwarfs, but I'd lay odds there's another machine somewhere else, churning out a whole mess of these Iron Vrykle.
And here, also the sad part is that after the dungeon, everyone just leaves the group, because when you run a huge pile of dungeons, it's a huge pile of the game, part of the game, and huge. It's very good leveling process. You just teleport many times a day into the dungeons, into the instances, and you just don't want to say everyone hello, what's up, goodbye, etc. And in vanilla, in classic, you actually look for people in the world chat.
I can't loot that.
You convince them, you maybe try to adjust the time, and you choose who will play, who won't play. Because some people may just have 1 hour to play, the other have a lot of time, and so on. And at the moment when you just appear at the entrance of the dungeon, you know the people. You maybe just run and talk to them, or maybe
That would be stealing.
maybe you talk to them when you recruit them. And yeah, when you at the entrance, you just familiar with people. And after you end the dungeon, sometimes you end people here in the Warlords of Draenor or Legion. When they face some difficulty, minor difficulty, they often just drop the group. In Classic, people know that they spend time to get to the dungeon, they spend time to recruit people. They don't want to wait until someone will run from Kalimdor to Eastern Kingdoms. They don't want to wait. They are kind of attached a bit to the group, to the existing group, and people try to figure out something, find to explain the tactics, try to find out what works, what doesn't work. Of course, if you're very experienced, you just doesn't do anything and just run. But you may explain to some newbie. You explain tactics to them. You socializing during the dungeon. It's not always like very, very colorful and unusual like this, but it's much more social and much more realistic than this. And this is why I absolutely don't like the Dungeon Finder. The game is great. Look at this. There is so much effort to make this. But they just removed a huge part of the game mechanics. They just removed it for convenience. It could be some very interesting adventure if they just wouldn't add the Dungeon Finder. It would be I don't know. I don't even know what behind this portal. I don't know what's there, because I was teleported here. I think it's Northrend, right? It's Northrend. Where exactly? Storm Peaks. This is such a fail. It's such a fail. Because imagine to get here, Storm Peaks. I'm not very good in Wrath of the Lich King. Storm Peaks. Imagine that I have to run here, or at least fly. For example, where was I? I was in the Draenor. So to get to the north end, imagine I don't have the storm. Okay. Let's imagine I have the Hearthstone. I have to teleport to the Broken Tusk. Broken Tusk is the inn with Grishka in the Orgrimmar. If you played Classic, you of course know who Grishka is. Probably know. And you teleport there to Orgrimmar. Here. Then portals there don't really work. You take a Zeppelin, how to say it correctly, and you fly here. If I remember correctly, somewhere Holenfjord. Yeah, Holenfjord. Here, I don't remember. Apothecary camp, I think here, or maybe there. Anyway, you fly here, then you fly here, and try to find the dungeon, because I doubt that this Don Niflheim is right exactly, or some of these flight spots near the entrance to this dungeon. And during this time when you fly, some people may say, sorry, I have the things to do, or they go flying without telling anything. And you fly, you run there, and you are maybe a bit bored, and you just talk with people. Maybe you decide to maybe getting to the entrance is difficult. Let's get out and see what's outside. What people miss. Let's get out and see what people miss when they have the dungeon finder. I hope the game won't kick me because of some bug. Okay, here we are. The players didn't see it. Imagine they're noobs like me. They just want to noobs in the Wrath of the Lich King. I'm not noob at all in vanilla WoW. They miss this. Their main goal is to level up. What do? They just get out and look around? I really doubt it. This is what they miss. Look at these buildings. I and other players would see it every time we would like to run this what is this called? I don't even remember the name of the dungeon. I don't know the story of it because it doesn't explain it. Halls of Stone. Halls of Stone, what does it mean? And flying mounts. I think it's a mistake too. It's a mistake. Because to get there by foot, you should really understand the layout, the path of this territory. You should run, you should almost feel it. Feel how difficult you should feel the scene. And when you fly, you just, okay, here we go, here's Holenfjord, here is me, let's fly straight, this is it. Oh, maybe not to straight to Holenfjord, Maybe it's better to fly here. Oh. Yeah. Everything is worse than I expected. Ulduar, the storm peaks. The flight path is exactly at Ulduar. I don't know how you can disrespect your own labor, your own work. When they do it, they basically just say, this is all is not important. We were working hard, we spent a shitload of money to pay people to create all this. And I agree, this is a beautiful place. Beautiful. I absolutely like it. I like how this Northrend is made. But they say, ignore it. You can fly straight, ignore everything, and just go and beat some mobs. Everything else is not important. You or other players could just feel themselves explorers of this land. Explorers, so people who brave it, who try to find the way in these intricacies of this land, that they could feel like maybe it's boring a bit, like in the World of Warcraft, when we every time before it we assemble together in Orgrimmar, get buffs, and move the same exact path to the raid. And it's cool, not because it's cool, it's not worse because we do the same thing again and again. It's cool because it's a way to connect people. It's a way to make it realistic, as if we are a real guild in the imaginary world that do same shit again, to do something really cool. And the potential, this is what makes me sad. The potential of this world to be much better thing than vanilla WoW. Much better. All these territories, when I first came here, I was absolutely fascinated by how they look. They are really well made, and there is a lot of potential to make it much better than vanilla WoW. But the game developers decided, let's make the fun part. Let's leave only the funniest parts and remove all the difficult parts. And this is like, I don't know, it's about gruesome comparison. It's like, oh, it's another dungeon. It's like, if everything is fun in the game and the difficulties don't exist, then the point of playing disappears. Because playing the game is when you overcome difficulties to get something nice. When you overcome slight difficulties to get something slightly valuable. When you overcome medium difficulties to get something mediocre, some average stuff that most of people have. And when you overcome big difficulties, like, I don't know, in vanilla WoW, when you run Scarlet Monastery many times and craft shadow protection potions from the grave moss, this is very rare and pain in the ass to get, you can get a lot of money, a lot. But it will be boring. No one, I think, not many people do it. But this is the point. You overcome difficulties to get something good. This is why Vanilla WoW is meaningful. It feels meaningful. Well, here I just flew straight. I don't need, the game doesn't force me to run here. I just fly across. Yeah. I was sure, I have this point of view for a very long time. I quit Vanilla WoW just because I learned it very well. I raided, I leveled a few characters. I was raiding with a shaman, I was raiding with a mage, as a warrior, a bit. And I guess this is it. I completed Molten Core, I completed Blackwing Lair, Naxxramas, Ankirash 20, Ankirash 40. And there is nothing more for me to do. The idea is great, I just played this game for too much. It's more like repetitive stuff. Yeah. Let's fly. Here. I remember I tried to play this game without the Dungeon Finder. I think it was not this, it was Mist of Pandaria. And I just changed the interface and I removed the button for, or made it inactive, the button for the group finder. I just removed it and played in the open world. But the problem is that you feel lonely and dysfunctional. Of course you avoid dungeon finder, but other people don't. They don't rely on interactions to go to dungeons or to play. Generally, the game does the interactions for them, and this is why you feel like you get out into the streets and cover your mouth with a tape and try to make other people talk with you with gestures. Where is a flight trainer? Not trainer, but flight master. Where is he?
What do you require?
Okay, this is worse. This is much better. This is worse. Grey garbage. +8, -9. Garbage. Relic of Ulduar. Noble Tapas. There is a lot of content, and if they wouldn't try to appease the most casual people, the game wouldn't turn into the mediocrity. They didn't just try to appease the casual people. This is not the main problem.
Dark Lady, watch over you.
Oh.
Hello?
No, this is not useful.
Goodbye.
The problem is not just appeasing, appealing. I'm not perfect in English. The casual
Go
people.
forth to
The problem
victory.
is that they tried to leave the funniest parts and remove all the difficulties. But the problem is that fun without difficulties is not fun. It's like
Loktar for the horde.
in vanilla WoW, for example, there is a very rare thing, very expensive. It's called Righteous Orb. It's here too, but it's not so meaningful. Righteous Orb, you farm it from Stratholm, where the Scarlet Crusade resides. And what essentially the Blizzard did is like giving every person Blizzard would think with the same logic. Our players, our player base, we need to make them feel better. So we will give them righteous orbs, and maybe we will give them the best slot gear from raids. So they will cheer, and of course players will cheer when they get full bags of or like a stack of 2000 righteous orbs in one bag slot. But this is not how it works. Because righteous orbs without the need to farm them are nonsensical. You can just as well absolutely remove righteous orbs from the need, from the enchantment, or from some quest requirements. I don't remember exactly why they are so neat. I think it's mostly for enchantments. And you could just remove. So here is the same situation. If you think the funniest part is to kill a ton of mobs in dungeons and like be a tank who just thunderclaps and who casts revenge and uses ignore pain without thinking, I can just turn my head to the side and just like tank like this. And the funniest part is not to hold all enemies near you as a tank. The funniest part is to manage to do it. And here I don't need to manage it at all, almost at all.